Welcome to your weekend focus for November the 23rd, the 24th, and the 25th, 2018. My name's Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you for all of the love, the support that you send my way each and every day. I'll turn to the cards. Now we have a full moon, right? We have the full moon in Gemini at 0 degrees. Well, that's for starters. Look at this, the Two of Cups. Okay, doesn't look like full moon energy here, but I have been doing this. It's month after month after month. We may be clearing house. We may be, the full moon energy is one where you put endings, completions to things, move past things, allow healing to come in. And I think we're doing more of a clearing house each full moon right now to open ourselves up to the new experiences, the new people, the new relationships, the new passions, the new dreams that are awaiting us that we haven't even found yet. We're looking for the new, we're looking for the unique, we're looking for the exciting, we're looking for the different. We're looking for new energy. We're ready to let things go behind us. We understand its weight now, we understand its burden a little bit better after walking a year of the 11 energy. The Nine of Wands. Now, I do love the way this card is depicted because here we have all these wands in the ground behind us, and we're holding one. We're dressed in red and white. Red for the courage, the desire. White for new. Now, all those wands behind us symbolize a path that we have already walked. And as you see, even though some of those paths were challenges and heartaches, and others were joyous and successful, there is growth on each and every single one of them, which means we have taken away some form of wisdom, knowledge, experience. And now we hold this new one. Doesn't it look gnarled? And we're sizing it up. We're saying, okay, this is the direction I think I'm choosing for myself. This is what I think I want for myself. So we're not here making a decision, but we are weighing out exactly how that new path is going to serve us, what we want to step into. We have the Sun card back again. Now, I'm going to do 5 cards, so it's in detriment. It is the middle card, so we treat this, it's still the Sun card, but it's not happy, it's not content. So we're challenging ourselves, or we're challenging others, or we're challenging our accomplishments, our successes. We're challenging our failures, where we've dropped the ball. The light is definitely on us, and the knowledge that comes through these questions really moves us into this brand new path, but it's not as easy as just walking to that portal, to the other side of that wall, to the new beginning. So we're questioning things a lot more here. And we're weighing things out. Now your light is shining brightly here. It's not going to diminish by any stretch of the imagination, but it's a lot harder because we're questioning things. I think that's the best way I can put it. We are, we're weighing things out. We're sizing things up. Now we have our hand stretched wide, straight out there, and the light is coming from you. But notice that that light isn't going through the portal that we are aiming at, but rather goes up into the heavens to God, your angels, your spirit guides. So this is a time to say where you are going, affirm where you are going, what you are creating, what you want to step into, who you want to become, and affirm it. But it's the expectation that your words go to where you intend them to go, and there will be magic come back to you so that you can walk through that portal, because this is a very strong card for moving forward with your knowledge that you have gained on your path. The Tower card. Expect the unexpected. Now, I'll say it a million times, okay? I know the Tower card is like, oh no, it's the Tower card. But the Tower card, yes, it does come in sometimes and take some things out of our path. It does disrupt our lives. It does knock over the apple cart. And it's through that experiences that puts us exactly where we need to go. So the Tower is here to make us move away from some things that might have been toxic or unhealthy or negative. You know, the Tower card, people always look at it as a negative thing, that we have to give something up. We're so me kind of society, and it's mine, it's mine, it's mine. And oh no, we might have to give something up in order to start this new beginning, and new beginnings we know don't have a lot attached to it. So, and that's the kind of the way we're all programmed. But, you know, think of somebody who is really going down the wrong road right now. Maybe they're drinking excessively, or they have a drug use problem, or a gambling problem, or any kind of problem, because it's going to create different priorities for that person, different views, and they just refuse to get help, and they refuse to get help, and they refuse to get help, and so they don't take care of the problem themselves. And all of a sudden there's this family intervention or something that just comes out of nowhere and swoops you away and moves you to help so that you can become strong again, independent again, in control again. It might be overeating, you know, whatever it is. But there's things like, if you have been looking the other way, not wanting to see, you know, you've almost put an illusion where the problem lies so that you don't have to look at it, or when you look in that direction, it doesn't seem that bad. But if you were to strip away that illusion, all of a sudden you would see it. Now, when the Tower card appears, it's telling you that there are things that you need to move away from in your life, to end in your life, to complete in your life. Because it's easier when we take control of the situation and do it ourselves. Trust me on that one. Than letting the universe pick a scenario for it to happen. Because it's a lot more abrupt. And we have the Page of Wands. How beautiful is that? I think one of the days is the Page of Wands. No, it's not. Okay. We've got Ace of Wands, Two of Wands, Three of Wands energy, but we don't have the Page of Wands. It is a wand, though. Now, I do like this card. You know, it is just so blah, isn't it? There's no color to it. I mean, here we've got this page, which is a beautiful young energy, and here we are in this land devoid of anything. And this is where your dream starts. And you're closing your eyes and you are dreaming it into existence. You are imagining it into existence. You are starting to put together the first parts of the plan. So sometimes, like a garden, you can't just go out there in the springtime and put some seeds in the ground and expect this beautiful garden. You've got to clear it out from last year's crop. You've got to treat the ground for a period of time where there is no growth. And so once you get that soil exactly where you want it, that's when you're going to plant the seeds. And it's almost like you were standing there at this garden that needs a lot of work. But you know that if you do it, if you step into it, you're going to be able to plant the seeds of your choice and have a strong and beautiful garden and grow your dreams to the greatest of successes. I mean, I think this is a very strong full moon because our next full moon will be in 12 energy, which is a 3 energy, and then next year, all year is a 3 energy. So we're going to start getting that feeling of the Empress energy. So expect the energy to start changing into more of an energy of where we can plant our seeds. So when you look at things in your life right now, look at it as this garden that, and I can do it from where I am, but it might be a little harder depending on where you live. But, the snow comes and you don't get out there and you don't clean the garden up sometimes. The snow comes, and then when the snow goes away, it is but ugly, I'm telling you. And you have to get in there and you have to clean it out. You have to put fertilizers in there, nitrogen, and just kind of give it some life. And you're preparing it for those seeds that you are planting. So this is a beautiful full moon to say what goes in order to get it to this stark landscape where you can turn it into a garden of plenty. But will it be hard work? Absolutely. Absolutely, it will be hard work. The world card was at the bottom. I noticed it. Sometimes those things catch my eyes. Most times it doesn't. So the world card is, we're at a point of completion in our life. The world card is, the major arcana is the 0 is the Fool, 21 is the world card, and then we go back to the Fool experience again, but with all the knowledge, all the experiences that we have walked through up to that point. So yes, it's a very strong full moon that we have, a full moon energy. Now on the Friday, the numerology for the day is the 9, so it is about releasing, letting go. But 9 energy is about making way for the new beginnings once again. The 9 energy is all about putting completion, endings on things, closure on things, healing, allowing healing in on different things in our life in order to not take it forward. So we have that invitation for a brand new path. Temptation, 15. Attachment. The material world is my playground. But I need to be careful not to be attached to the outcomes. This is a warning to me that I much love. This is a warning to me to watch for excess and to know what's not healthy for me. When this card shows up, it's a sign that I am forced on the material realm and need to be aware of any excess or addictive behavior, my own or that of others. Geez, I was just talking about addictive behaviors, right? My own or that of others. So the material world is our playground. I mean, we live in a material society. Of course, we want things in our life. Absolutely. We just need to be a little careful on how we attach ourselves to the outcomes and to those material possessions. This is a warning to me to watch for excess and to know what's not healthy for me. It could be the relationships you're in. It could be with the groups of people. It could be your job. It could be where you live. Maybe you need a different view, different energy, different people. Maybe you've been laying around too much. Maybe you've been sitting on the fence a little bit too long. So where can you be proactive and move from that negative sort of energy into a positive. And be aware when you move into that negative energy. Tell yourself, oh, not right now. You know, just concentrate on the next 5 minutes. The next 5 minutes. I can go 5 minutes. I can go 5 more minutes without gambling. I can go 5 more minutes without a drink. I can go 5 more minutes without a cigarette. I can walk for 5 more minutes. I can jog for 5 more minutes. I can swim for 5 more minutes. And push ourselves a little bit into the direction that we want to go. Just in 5 minutes. And I guarantee you, you say that to yourself and you think about an hour later, oh yeah, what about that thing? It had to have been 5 minutes by now. And you go, I'm going to give myself 5 more minutes. We'll get an animal card, but because there is a full moon, I will do a Journey of Love card at the end for those of you who enjoy that deck. I certainly do. Well, first, we'll see what wonderful animal shows up. And be careful because Mars is, you know, squaring everything. Mars is going to be squaring that full moon. So squaring the sun, squaring the moon. Jupiter's in there though. That's good. We've got that Jupiter energy happening there too. But we're pretty soon going to have the sun, Jupiter, and Mercury all together conjunct in Sagittarius. So that probably is going to be a very magical day to look forward to. So right now we don't want to be slipping up. Right now, you know, Mars squaring everything, we can lose our temper. We can be standing in our truth but lose our temper, or ruffle feathers, or burn bridges because we didn't think things through. And there's not a lot of energy here asking us to do any of that. In fact, it's the exact opposite. It's completely absent so far in the reading. So watch the knee-jerk energy. Think things through. Here's where we're thinking things through. So when you're in situations, is this something I want to plant in my garden going forward? Is this a part of the path that I want to embrace? Is this what I want in my garden of success? Our animal is the moose. The moose didn't go far away. The moose is balanced, so there's the deer. There's the moose. Balance, release, recalibrate, and dignity. I am only one, but still I am one. I cannot do everything, but still I can do something. And because I cannot do everything, I will not refuse to do the something that I can do. So maybe you're not very good with the paperwork part of a business, but you are great in the creativity. So don't say you can't go into business because you don't know how to do the paperwork. Concentrate on the thing that you can do. Because chances are, if you start doing that and you start preparing yourself, you're going to meet somebody who is really good at that paperwork and loves doing it, but not so good at the creativity part. And that's just one example of many. So don't refuse what you can do. Okay, maybe you can't feed all the hungry in the world, but maybe you can make up 4 or 5 sandwiches on your walk through the neighborhood where you know there's always going to be somebody homeless there. Drop them off a sandwich. So what can you do? And it's a strong question to ask at a full moon energy of what can we do? How can we be of service? How can we grow in our compassion and our love, our spirituality, within our homes, within our families, within ourselves, within our jobs, within our friendships, within our community? Moose tells you it's time to realign your purpose. By looking within and noting what you are doing outwardly, you will begin to see where you need to recalibrate your life. Balance is key to enjoying your life, but many times it is lacking. You may feel as if you are on a teeter-totter. Sometimes your moods are up and sometimes your moods are down. David Palmer was talking a little bit about that kind of energy where you feel like you're going to be really sick and then all of a sudden you're just like, let's get this going. Let's do it. I'm feeling great. And then 5 minutes later, you're not feeling it anymore and you go and lay down. 5 minutes later, you want to kind of get back up. That is a lot of the energy right now. So you may feel like you are on a teeter-totter. Sometimes you're up and sometimes you're down. Don't allow a brief moment in time to destroy your balance. So don't let something catch you off guard and you just blurt out something without thinking it through. Moose talks with dignity, and it's time for you to hold your head high and stand tall. So walk with dignity. Walk with the respect that you believe that you should have. Walk with the belief of what you deserve, what you are worthy of. And recalibrate in your life where you have been, there's something that you could have done, but you haven't been doing it. And it's asking you to step up, to take care of it, to not carry this energy anymore, to let it loose, to release the baggage, to start to prepare yourself to step into some marvelous, long-term, creative energy, fertile energy. And finally, because we have our full moon in Gemini, our journey in love card is within nothing, there is everything. And it's the 2 energy. Once again, young energy and 2s have really been coming up lately, haven't they? Within all the readings. And 2 is about our balance, the beginnings of balance. It's the opposite of our independence of 1, right? Very short, very small poem, which I'll read to you first. The wind moves gently through the trees, quiet water flows. Life's song calls softly. From a point of stillness, a moment, a complete universe is opening up to you, endlessly expanding. Your every thought and intention sends ripples of consciousness through the universe. What a creative being you are. You are sending consciousness into motion, bringing your creation into being, with every inner desire, with every whispered wish. The universe receives your yearning and aspirations with open arms, returning them to you as a manifestation in your life. So what is really in your heart? Open your arms, sigh, speak your heart truth aloud to the loving universe, and receive it as your destiny manifesting now. This oracle brings a message to you. Something that you want is on its way to you. It may seem to be coming out of nowhere, no sign on the horizon to give you hope. Yet it is coming to you anyway. It is spiritual law that you cannot be denied the manifestation of your heart's desire. Trust and remain open to the tide of universal love rushing forward towards you, swelling within you now. Yes, some magical energy is coming our way. And we have Jupiter in Sagittarius. So the next year, and then the 3 energies, so the Empress energy. We'll talk about that for the entire year next year. So even if you cannot see any glimmer of it on the horizon, know that you cannot be denied when you talk, when you speak of your heart's truest desires. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.